Hi, this is Bill Spatrino. Uh, this is being done for the weekend of, it's being done on July 12th, but it's going to be done for the weekend of the 12th, 13th, and 14th. I first of all want to wish happy birthday to my dad. He's going to be 79 years old. Those people that know Bill Sr., know that he's one of a kind. I mean, my dad is one of a kind. Okay, everybody respects their dad, knows what their dad did. My dad is one of a kind. Okay, he did some crazy things. He drove in the sidewalk. He drove 160 miles an hour. He taught me a lot of things and exposed me to a lot of things that prepared me for the real world. So happy birthday, Pop. I know you're listening. He's one of my faithful people that listen. First of all, we're going to talk about his subject, the Democratic nomination, and who I think the nominee is going to be, and how this is all playing out. I mean, this is really a 5-person race, okay, and I call it a 5-horse race. Except I don't want to insult horses, okay. These 5 candidates are 5 of the most incompetent, despicable, delusional people I've ever seen in my life. Okay. These are, the Republican group 3 or 4 years ago had some clowns in it. Okay. But this group is just, I don't even really want to talk about the other, the all the people they have in it. The one guy that I actually can tolerate, although he took his mom to see Deep Throat, I don't know why you would tell anybody that, is that Higginlooper. At least he doesn't sound like a complete kook. These other people are kooks, okay? They're kooks, bullshitters, liars. We have the hooker, the booker, the fake Indian, the groper, and Mayor Pete, okay, who he goes in his own group. I don't even know what to put in there with him. Some people will say lewd things about him. He's Alfred E. Newman to me, okay? Trump named him, okay? He's Alfred E. Newman. He looks like the guy from Mad Magazine. He can't get away from that, okay? He can't. There's no way he can do it, okay? Just like Bernie sounds like the aardvark from Pink Panther. He does. Put it on. Or maybe it's the Anteater. I don't know. He sounds just like the guy. Okay, I think I'm watching Pink Panther from 40, 50 years ago. The 5 people, like I said, Biden is leading, but he's like they're just knocking him around, and he's not used to taking it. My dad said to me, he said, "Yeah, Biden's starting to get flustered." Yeah, he had the media for 8 years. They were defending him. Okay, all I can say is, they have him that Joe Biden's a racist. If I was Joe Biden, I'd stand up and say, wait a minute. I was with Obama for 8 years. Nobody called me a racist. He was stupid enough to say, well, Obama's one of those clean black guys. If anyone else would have said that, they would have been hit with being out of touch and being with a racist. I don't think Joe's a racist. You know what Joe is? I'm going to tell you guys. I have his number. Joe is a guy who never made any money. And then in the last 2 years, he made $15 million with a book deal. And all book deal is a payoff by the liberals to give you more money. Okay? It's just a cash grab. And he decided he's going to start making some money. He got some real hair, plugs. He got his Botox. He got his plastic surgery. And he started giving a lot of money to charity. He never gave any money to charity before that. Now all of a sudden he's giving money to charity. Okay. But, the problem with the man is when he talks, like he said the other day, this wouldn't happen under my watch with Russia. Well, it did. It was your watch last time. Except you didn't know. But Joe, getting back to what I was saying, Joe is one of those guys that he's really Jackass Joe. Okay, he's a jackass. He's used to being in the Senate with him and McCain and Grassley and Dick Durbin. These people have been there for so long, they think they run everything. Teddy Kennedy was in it. Okay, Orrin Hatch. Doesn't Mitch McConnell. Doesn't matter what party you're in. These people are like entitled people. Okay, they've been in Congress. They're like fossils. And on their watch, the country went and it just keeps running up debt. Okay, for the 50 years Joe's been in Congress, the national debt and the deficit's gone up to $1 trillion a year, and the debt is unserviceable. Okay, it's out of control. And these guys sat there and were in the middle of it all. But Joe's just a guy that he's like one of those guys, I'll take him behind the yard. I mean, he's just he's one of those people that are in bars that are a little too drunk and they start talking shit that they're gonna knock someone over or something. First of all, the tough guys, I've never heard a tough person. And I know some crazy people, they all know who they are. Okay. People that know me know who I know and who I don't know. Okay, we know some crazy people. I've never once heard the crazy people say they're going to take someone behind the yard, and people that talk like that aren't really going to hit somebody. Okay, Warren Buffett doesn't go to a party and tell people, yeah, I'm going to make 10%. He doesn't talk, people don't talk like that. Okay, they just don't. Joe is a very, very delusional person. And he's not, what it is he's not used to being hit by the media. And when he's left to his own devices, he screws up. Okay. He should be fact checking Kamala Harris. Kamala, pretend I'm black. Okay. She talks, see, this is the thing. Joe's problem is they're trying to say that Trump is old and they talk about his women. Well, Joe gropes little kids. Okay, Trump's at least groping older people if he's groping them. And they're willing partners. Joe puts his arms in and he's playing with people's hair. And I mean, Trump calls him 1% Joe. As goofy as the Democratic Party is, he could end up getting the nomination. You just don't know. I mean, you really and truly, of the 5 people that I named, it's going to be one of those 5. I just don't know which. I can't say. Biden is the favorite, and he is the person that I least want to face because Joe could win in Pennsylvania. See, he's a down to earth guy because he's so stupid. I don't care that he's a lawyer. Okay, he's been in Washington for 40 or 50 years. He's tone deaf, and see, when he just speaks off the cuff, his problem is he's used to just saying things. And when he says things, I really believe that Joe Biden, I don't want to say he's a racist. He comes from a time where, even though him and Trump are the same age, I don't think Joe has a lot of black friends. I just don't. I don't think it. I think Joe worked with those segregationists in the Senate. He hung around those people. Okay. Just what he said about Obama, while he's one of those clean cut black guys. I mean, that's the kind of talk that you hear like in a bar full of people who are racist. And there's a lot of racists. Okay. I mean, I will tell you this much. I know as many racists that are black than I do that are white. Okay. But I know a lot of racists of all different colors and all different nationalities. Okay. They don't say it. But I have like some friends of mine, and I don't want to say the nationality they are, but they think they're, and it's not white or black. Okay, so I kind of narrowed it down to a few nationalities. And they think that their people are the smartest. Just like with religion, I know people that are certain religions, and they think their religion is the best. Okay. Personally, like I said, I'm in a business where I want to win. I don't care about things, okay? And see, Trump is a person, like I said, if he was really a racist, okay, he wouldn't have done that crime bill. He wouldn't have black people in his administration. They had Robert Johnson, the first black billionaire, on the guy that founded BET. They had to take him off CNBC because they said, would you do business with Trump? He said, absolutely, I would. He said, I came close a couple times. He said, when Trump offered me a thing in his administration, and I don't want that kind of job. But he told me that if I need anything, to call him, and he gave him the list of people's names and anyone in his administration. He is very set on helping African Americans, Hispanics. Who do you think when he did his club in Palm Beach, he picked an he had African Americans and Jews come in his club. That's a no-no in Palm Beach. Okay. That was a no-no when he did it in the early 90s. Okay, go look it up. Do your homework. But anyhow, Joe's not going to do it. Okay. Kamala, she's pretending she's black. She's half Jamaican. She's half Indian. Okay. She's actually Indian. Lizzie Warren's pretending she's an Indian. But, Kamala's problem is she can't attack Trump on adultery or any of that kind of stuff either. Because she's got Willie Brown, and that guy's not going to shut up. All you're going to hear from him is, hey, Kamala, how am I dictate? Okay. That's what you're going to hear. People call her horizontal Harris. It doesn't matter. She's not competent. Okay. It doesn't mean she won't win. Okay. It just means she's not if Trump runs against her, she'll never win the state of Pennsylvania. She'll never win the state of Ohio. And people say, Billy, Obama, you guys said he wouldn't win. That's true, but he ran against a tomato can like McCain. Okay? I'm telling you that if Obama would have run against Trump, it would have been, I can't say what would have happened. Okay? I could say that he wouldn't have rolled over him. I mean, John McCain is the worst candidate for president that I can think of since Mondale in '84. He's the worst. I mean, he was a stooge. Okay. I mean, the daughter of his, I see her and I'm just thinking, oh my God. But anyhow, Kamala is, I hope we get her and she'll play good out west. But I'm starting to think the fake Indian is gaining some momentum. She actually has, with the wealth tax, she's got a couple good ideas. I'm not saying I would do them. I'm just saying she has some. She at least has some ideas. The fake Indian thing, Trump's got to have her. Trump's just in her head, okay? I don't see that Bernie's not leaving the race, okay? I mean, Bernie's the guy that you have to watch. Everybody's underestimating him, okay? I don't care what the polls say. Bernie's got 18 to 20% of the Democratic Party in his pocket. They want him. Bernie's going to have to be dealt with, okay? The problem with making him a vice president is I don't think he wants to be one. And I don't think that anybody wants him on the ticket. I mean, he's an old white man. And the party doesn't want that. See, if Kamala was really African American, she'd have a better chance. Okay. It's going to come out that she isn't. I mean, she talked about, I'm Jamaican, whatever. Her parents are like intelligent people. Okay. She's trying to act like she was born like into poverty and stuff. Her father, I think, is a teacher at Stanford. Okay. The guy's not dumb. He doesn't like the stuff that she's saying. Okay. I mean, between that and the Willie Brown thing, I just don't think it's gonna play well. I don't think the two women are gonna do it. I could see Kamala or Warren as vice presidents, but I can't see him on the ticket. Okay. I can't see him doing it. And I mean, Cory Booker could be a sixth person in there. He's actually not a stupid man, but I mean, you have two old white guys. You have a gay man who kisses his husband on television. And you have a black man who went to Stanford, but he's like a vegan. He's an out of touch person, okay? And if you ask me who's going to win out of these people, I don't know. I really, people know me, say, Billy, you always know everything. I just don't know. Okay. Biden is favored. I don't want to see him. And I think that Bernie is being grossly underestimated. I think Bernie has a base of people. And I just think the people on the left, see, the Progressive Party, they want somebody to the left like Bernie, but they don't want a socialist and they don't want a 72-year-old or whatever year old white man. They just don't want him. Okay. His views are right. Bernie's the originalist. Okay. But and I don't think attacking him is going to help. I just don't know what the other people are going to do. I can't get a read on it yet. When we get closer, I'll be able to gauge things a little better. As far as the stocks go, the stocks have hit a 52-week high, and for those people who stuck with us and bought Apple at 142, for those people who bought Snap at 6, Snap is at 15 and like 60. And I'm telling you, I think Snap goes to 20. I really do. I think it goes to 20. AMAT is doing well. Newell, not so good. Not happy about that. Walgreens, I don't know if you got Walgreens on the last one. If you haven't got some Walgreens, get some. A symbol WBA. Good company. And if you don't have Altria, that's the tobacco company, get some of that as well. Okay? Look, as long as the stock market keeps doing well, see, Trump is jawboning with Jay Powell. Okay? Everything that Trump says, it's like when you manage baseball and you work the referees and you work the umpires. Trump is relentless. And basically he told Jay Powell, look, if I lose, you're going to get fired. The other people coming in are going to get rid of you. Powell shouldn't have raised rates in December. He was wrong. And he just can't admit he's wrong. They're going to come up with a reason, but cutting rates helps. As far as the trade deal with President Thug, these guys just over there, I'm starting to realize I used to have a lot of respect for the leaders of China. And a lot of my friends, my Asian friends, know that I respect, and I've said many times, if you ask me what race of people I feel are the smartest, and I was a teacher, I'm basing this on my class, I will say Asian people. Okay, I think it. Okay, let me put it this way: when I was a teacher, I had 12 years of stats and grades, and it proved to me that Asian people's their test scores were the best. Okay. But I'm telling you, the Communist Party that run China, they are tone deaf. They're stupid. Okay, they're stupid. I'm telling you, they're stupid. Okay, if they would just make a deal with the United States and the rest of the world, okay, they could build an economy that would be unbelievable. Okay, if they think for 1 minute that Trump is going to let them make all this money off of us and bankrupt us and then use our money to militarily move against us, folks, it's not happening. I have friends in the military, and those people that are listening to me, Ian, Keith, you other people in the military, I'm not giving any other names. You guys listen, and you guys know I have retired CIA. I got a lot of people in my group, in my inner circle, and they've told me, plain and simple, that China is not close. Militarily, they are a long way from us. And if we keep doing what we're doing, they ain't going to catch us. Okay. It's not going to happen. But the stocks are, everybody's saying we're going to have a pullback. Folks, I don't know. If this trade deal somehow goes backwards, we could have a pullback. But the Chinese economy is struggling. These guys don't want to admit it. I don't care. The reason Bitcoin and gold have run up so much, and I wish I would have seen this ahead of time, is because money's fleeing China. People want their money. They want it out of there. And they're buying gold. They're buying Bitcoin so people can't trace it. Okay, that's why it went up so much. If there's a trade deal, that stuff both will pull back. The last thing we're going to talk about is these. Everyone wants me to talk about these soccer people. Look, a girl that I went to school with sent me an article saying about a guy named Michael Zany and wrote it about how much more, why the men get paid more because they produce more revenue. These women that are opening up their mouths, if you're Bruce Springsteen or Jimmy Buffett or Bruce or John Bon Jovi and you want to talk smack, go ahead. Okay, you're already rich. You got a couple $100 million. You got a bunch of clients. You want to? It's like me. I talk. I don't care. People say to me, "You're going to make less money." I listen to your dividend machine, or your inner circle, or I read your books, folks. I don't get paid when my book's written anymore. I got it in advance, and I'm never going to get any residuals out of it. Okay, and as far as my dividend machine and inner circle, that doesn't. It's money, but it doesn't affect me. It's like putting a little Dixie cup in the ocean. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. If you leave everyone who leaves my investment newsletter is worse off for it. They're not doing better than me. They can pretend they are. Okay, when they have $18 million, then they can tell me that they've done better than me. Okay, they haven't, and I've started with less. But I call Megan Rapinoe Mike Rapinoe, okay? She wants to be Mike. She talks about how the gays on the team made the team great. I mean, let's say what she's saying is true. I don't know that that's true, but let's say it's true, okay? Alexis Morgan's not gay, and she's a better player than Mike Rapinoe to me. She's delusional, but she's not gay. It doesn't matter. Martina Navratilova was gay. Still is. Great athlete. Okay. She doesn't believe in all this. See, these people want to be militant. Martina just played. Billie Jean King just played. They came out as gay. It didn't matter. People watched them as they were athletes. They cared about playing. They got endorsement contracts because people respected them. Look, prejudice against African Americans, Italians, blacks, Jews, it's not nearly what it was 50 years. Just not. It's not. My daughter's generation doesn't think like that. They just don't. And the older people that do think like that, as time goes on, they judge you fairly. Okay? Yeah, there's always racists. Okay? And like I said, I know a very good African American friend of mine told me, plain as day, he said, and I'm not going to name the guy, told me, this guy is a fairly well known person, okay? Many people would know who he is, okay? He told me, he said, African Americans are more of racists than other races. But it doesn't matter, okay? These athletes are never going to make the money that the other people are going to make because no one's going to buy their t-shirts. You cannot alienate half the people. It just doesn't make sense to do it, okay? Someone said, well, Bernie Marcus, Billy, came out and said that he's for Trump and people are going to boycott that Home Depot that he owns. First of all, the guy's already a billionaire. He's 90 years old. What are you going to do to the guy? He don't care. He's worth $4 billion, $3 billion. People aren't going to stop going to Home Depot because this guy said this. Half the liberals that talk about that, they don't even go to Home Depot. They won't even know what it is. They ain't going to do any kind of work. If you were at Starbucks, you couldn't say something like that. At Home Depot, you can say it. Just like the president of Starbucks can talk about what he talks about. Nike can play the games they play because they've got a lot of people that don't use their products that are mad at it. But there's a lot of people that do use the products. And they won't anymore. It's stupid what you're doing. Okay. It's just stupid. Look, I didn't root against the soccer team and I didn't root for them. Okay. I don't care. I hope that people speak up. The girl that saved the flag is getting all this recognition, and people say, yeah, but she kissed her girlfriend. The people on the right are upset about that. People just care about the flag. They don't. Look, if you're a successful person, people know who you are, okay? Go look up Garrett Morgan, okay? Not Garrett Morris, the guy on Saturday Night Live. Garrett Morgan. He invented the gas mask, the street light. I know that because he did it in Ohio, in Cleveland. And you know the person who told me about it? My dad. It was in no history book. We don't learn about it in school. He said, look this up, son. And this is before Google. And I looked it up once I got Google. And my dad had all the... I said, Dad, how did you know about this? He said, son, everybody knows that. Everybody, my dad likes to study history. He likes to understand things. He doesn't respect you. You respect people. Okay. And it's funny because I'm reminiscing about him on his birthday. But look, in sports, if you win, if you're saying you're not going to the White House, okay, you went with Obama, but now you're not going, you don't respect Trump. Well, maybe whether you respect him or not, the man is the president. He's worth $10 billion. Okay, he's been successful on television. Okay, we've got the lowest unemployment rate. Okay, Trump has done more for African Americans, Hispanics, women, gays, than any president that we've had so far. Okay, he's trying to get it. I mean, in other countries, you throw you're gay, they'll throw you off a building. Trump's trying to work on getting these things done where there's going to be laws. If we deal with Saudi Arabia or we deal with countries, they're not going to do things like that. Okay. I call her Mike. Mike Rapino, she's a flash in the pan. Okay. The people that are going to buy her stuff are going to buy Kanye's, not even Kanye's, some of the rapper stuff. Okay. Look, is she making a name for herself? I don't know. I know one thing. She's not going to get any endorsement, especially all the swearing and all the immature stuff. And people say to me, Billy, you swear. I know, but I'm not doing endorsement deals. When I was on television and I got interviewed for my book, my editor, Christian, who's probably listening, he bet me $100 that I wouldn't swear. And he said that was found money. He said, I can't believe you went for 30 minutes and you didn't say one inappropriate thing. I said, because and I'm on national television. Doesn't matter. I know my audience. All good salespeople know their audiences. This woman wants to get paid more. She's not going to sell the t-shirts. She's not going to sell the sweatshirts. People like me that would be buying a USA women's soccer sweatshirt, I'm not buying one. And no one in my family's buying one. Because I'm not supporting the people. And the people on the team need to stand up. If one person speaks for them, if they all don't want to go to the White House, I got news for you. They will never, ever, ever, ever get equal pay. Because they're going to lose their endorsement contracts. Alexis Morgan is going to get them no matter what. Doesn't matter if she doesn't want to go to the White House. She's a good-looking woman. Okay? And she can play. The rest of the people, they ain't getting no endorsement contracts. The girl that saved the flag might. It's it. The rest of them, they ain't getting anything. Okay? They can pretend they are. They're not. Okay? Just understand your markets. This is the truth machine. This isn't the bullshit machine. This isn't the politically correct machine. This is the truth machine. This is a little longer than normal because we're back. Okay, we're going to be doing these on a regular basis. My editor is finally done with his school. Okay, my voice has been really bad, and I've had to save it for my investment people. And I want to also give a shout out to my old high school, Mayfield, that I am going to be a member of the Hall of Fame. And I'm very honored to do it. I want to thank everybody that nominated me and supported me along the way. And I'll give you details on when that's all going to be. We're going to have a worldwide group of people come and see it. So from behind the wheel of the truth machine, this is Bill Petrino asking you to sit back and enjoy the ride.